Why is your credit score like a chameleon? But not really. Ever checked your credit score on Borrowell, felt pretty good about that number, then bam. TransUnion hits you with a totally different score, leaving you confused and slightly deflated? Yeah, it happens to the best of us. Your credit score can feel like a financial chameleon, changing colors depending on where you look. But fear not, credit score warriors. This video will crack the code on why these discrepancies happen and empower you to understand your credit health a little better. So, buckle up and get ready to dive into the fascinating world of credit bureaus and scoring models. The 3 credit reporting agencies, the gatekeepers of your credit history. First things first, let's talk about credit bureaus. These are the big 3, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. They're basically the keepers of your financial history, collecting information from lenders and creditors and compiling it into a credit report. Think of your credit report as a detailed report card for your borrowing habits. It includes things like your credit card history, loan payments, and even public records like bankruptcies. Yikes! The credit score shuffle, why there isn't just one number. Now, here's where things get interesting. Each credit bureau uses that information in their own special way to generate your credit score. That's right, you don't have just one credit score, but several. These scores are calculated using different credit scoring models, which basically means each bureau assigns different weights to the various factors in your credit report. For example, TransUnion might put a heavier emphasis on your payment history compared to credit utilization, the amount of credit you're using compared to your limit. Equifax, on the other hand, might do the opposite. This can lead to slight variations in your score, even though the underlying information in your credit report remains the same. Borrowell and the Credit Bureau Tango. Alright, so how does Borrowell fit into this equation? Borrowell itself isn't a credit bureau, but rather a credit monitoring service. They partner with one of the bureaus, usually Equifax in Canada, to provide you with your credit score and report. Here's the key takeaway. The score you see on Borrowell might be different from what you'd see on TransUnion's website simply because they're using different scoring models and potentially looking at slightly different versions of your credit report. Don't panic. Here's what matters most. Now, before you start hyperventilating, here's the calming news: these discrepancies are usually minor. As long as your scores are all within a reasonable range, say 20 to 30 points of difference, it shouldn't be a cause for major concern. The most important thing is to focus on the overall trends in your credit health. Are your scores going up over time? Are you making consistent on-time payments? These are the questions that truly matter. Taking control, your credit score action plan. Alright, so how can you leverage this knowledge to your advantage? Here are some pro tips. Monitor your credit regularly. Use a service like Borrowell or check your credit reports directly from each bureau. You are entitled to a free report every year. Identify and dispute errors. Mistakes happen, and sometimes errors on your credit report can bring your score down. If you spot something wrong, dispute it immediately with the credit bureau. Focus on building good credit habits. This is the golden rule. Make your payments on time, keep your credit utilization low, and avoid opening too many new lines of credit all at once. By following these steps, you can keep your credit score chameleon under control and ensure it reflects your true financial responsibility. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.